It's called minute homunculosophobia, the fear of tiny imaginary people, and it's real. For me, it started right before the 6th grade. It was the summer of the yard gnomes. I mean, there were always yard gnomes in the neighborhood, but that summer I started noticing they were moving around, like the red one by the Lopez house and the blue one next door. They seemed to switch places back and forth. And the 3 in my own backyard seemed to move closer to the window. And then, just before school started, they began to actually multiply. They were everywhere, in the alleys, between the houses, the traffic circles, the woods behind the 24/7 where we cut through after school. Melbourne Street between 10th and Courtney became known as Gnome Alley.
Yeah, I remember the yard gnomes. What I most remember about that summer was we were all so excited to be in that mass media club with Coach Jablonski. And then right after school started, he went in the hospital.
Didn't he have an accident or something? They said it was an accident, but kids were saying he got beat up real bad by some punks downtown. And they never caught the guys either. And then by the time he got better, we were all in high school.
Yeah, well, it could have been a lot worse, you know. He did get better, and he had a long teaching career. He did a lot of good.
Did Mrs. J ask you to say a few words at the memorial service, Kevin?
No, I think Jablonski's oldest son is going to speak.
Hey, we all feel bad about Coach, but stop changing the subject. Someone left an old, smelly yard gnome on my stoop this morning, and I want to know who did it. My mom was just out there the other day cleaning out my apartment and throwing away all the old junk in the garage. I just don't need all this garbage around.
Hey, chill, buddy. We all got yard gnomes left on our stoops last night. We all want to know who did it.
Well, I think it's too much of a coincidence that the yard gnomes appeared on our stoops the same morning that Coach's memorial service at the middle school.
Hey, I saw Harry the other day. Him and Sam, they were in the club too.
I haven't seen Harry in years, but I do run into Sam every once in a while. I never liked those guys.
Well, let's all just try to get along while we're at the service, okay?
That was a very nice service, Mrs. J.
Thank you, Doobie. You know, it means so much to have you kids all here. You know, the coach always loved planning little field trips and projects for you kids, and he always regretted the one he never got to finish.
The yard gnomes.
That's where they all came from.
There were so many in that neighborhood already, and he saw how you kids had so much fun moving them around the neighborhood. So he planned a treasure hunt with a series of clues. But then before he could start, he had his little accident downtown.
Hey, you know what? Most of those yard gnomes are still there.
So we just need to follow this list of clues, and it'll lead us to the prize?
Hey, what is the prize at the end?
Whatever it is, we're gonna find it first.
Guys, this calls for an official meeting.
Seriously, buddy, the treehouse?
Hey, you made the rule, Kevin.
When I was 11 years old.
Seriously, buddy, I'm an attorney. Rico's got teenage kids. Hey, leave me out of this. Oh, I forgot. You still hang out up here. Only sometimes, with my teenage kids.
I need to call this meeting because of something that Mrs. Jablonski said.
Yeah, she said the coach saw all the yard gnomes in the neighborhood, and he didn't think people would notice a few more. So what? People around here like yard gnomes.
No, he said that Coach Jablonski saw how much fun the kids in the neighborhood were having moving the yard gnomes around.
I didn't hear her say
Are you
that.
sure?
No, he's right.
I used to tell you guys the yard gnomes were moving around my yard, and you always said I was crazy.
Well, no, I think what I said was, you're crazy if you think they're just moving around by themselves.
It was you.
Oh my God.
Well, it was Rico, too, and Harry. We didn't mean any harm by it, buddy. It started off small, I knew that you can see the Lopez house from your bedroom window. So I would get up early and switch them back and forth in the morning before you got up. Harry kept moving them into the traffic island and had you convinced that that's where they have their secret meetings. And then one night the coach caught us. I guess that's where Coach got the idea to do his little treasure hunt.
It was just a goof at first.
My therapist had to invent a name for the phobia I developed because of you.
Now that was kind of funny. He had a paper published in the Chicken Park Journal of Medicine.
I started an after-school club to help raise awareness of NH. Now that was funny.
Look, it was just a goof at first. But then it got to be kind of a competition with Harry and Sam to see who could put one in the most ridiculous place before someone removed it, you know? Rico got one inside the monkey habitat at the zoo.
Hey, you got one up on top of the backboard before the state semifinals.
Harry got one in the mayor's office.
You guys kept this from me? Are you kidding? All you do is defend him. Stop making fun of him. Rico, leave him alone.
Look, all that was a long time ago, okay? Right now we have gnomes on our stoops and a list of clues to find a hidden treasure. The problem is we move them around so much that the clues are probably useless.
You know what? You're right. How could we track down these exact gnomes now?
There is a way, you guys. I never told you this, but I did keep track of them. I've been keeping a journal. When they first started moving around, you guys said I was crazy. So I started keeping track. Anytime I saw one move, I made a note of where it was and where it had been before. I haven't looked at it in a while, but I swear they still move around sometimes.
Hey, do you still have it?
I mean, I'm telling you guys, it has maps, grid overlays, diagrams. I have an index of where everyone appeared and when.
That's great, buddy. Do you still have it?
Well, that's the thing, I did. But my mom cleaned out the garage and threw a bunch of my stuff away.
Well, if she just threw it away yesterday, we could still get it. We just have to go ask Junkyard
Dave.
Junkyard Dave's been there for as long as I can remember. They say he and Coach Jablonski had been high school buddies, but that's hard to imagine. You know, they were nothing alike. He was the meanest man I ever met. But the city lets him stay there for free, and folks in the neighborhood always seem to look out after him. In fact, Rico, you still take him dinner once or twice a week, don't you?
Well, it wasn't just me, Kevin. Everybody helps him out.
Yeah, and he treats everyone like shit.
Everyone except Rico.
Yeah, and Coach Jablonski, remember?
Hey, you all remember how we used to call this the Yard Gnome Graveyard? Look at them all.
Yeah, most of them stayed in the neighborhood, but they sure did throw a lot away, too, didn't they? Are you okay, buddy?
Hey, it's just a graveyard. They can't hurt you now.
Hey, so you're not worried about zombie yard gnomes?
Hey, what about vampires, buddy?
You guys leave them alone.
What are you kids doing out here?
Hey, sorry, Dave. We're just looking for a box I threw out yesterday. I think this is it over here.
Hey, Dave.
Hey, Rico, why are you and your friends always making so much noise?
Dave, we're not kids out here looking for trouble. We just want to get our stuff and go.
Just keep it down. Show some respect.
Hey, Dave, maybe if you showed us some respect, you'd get some respect back. Okay, Rico, there's one behind the garden shed at your sister Linda's house.
My brother-in-law Jake will be there, Kevin. Just bring another yard gnome with you. We'll swap it out. He won't even know the difference.
Fine. Doobie, you and Buddy grab the one at the traffic circle, and we'll meet in front of the 24/7. Hey, come on, hurry it up, Rico. You told your sister we're coming over, right?
Hey, don't worry about it, Kevin. I left her a message. She won't even know it's missing.
Why wouldn't she know it's missing if you left her a message?
What's going on back here, guys?
Oh, hey, Jake.
Hey, Jake, we're just swapping out these yard gnomes. We think this one might have a clue for a treasure hunt that our 6th grade teacher set up for us before he died.
Look, just take what you need. Have you all seen Sam?
Well, I saw him earlier today.
Tell him I'm looking for it.
So, we got a broken watch and a snow globe with a mountain inside.
How do you know the watch was broken when he put it in there?
Look, you guys are overthinking this. These clues were left for 11-year-olds. We have a mountain, a big rock, and a watch, right? Now, he knew we were moving the yard gnomes around.
Hey, you know there was one yard gnome we never moved, Kevin. It was the big cement one. Right behind the store.
Right over here behind the store.
Right over here.
King Oliver was the first yard gnome to appear. He was big, made of concrete, and set in a place where the coach knew we would see him every single day.
Hey, how did you guys get here?
Yeah, we had maps and old books. We had to meet in a tree house.
I don't know what you guys mean. This is just where we hang out on Saturdays.
Yeah, when you're hiding out from Jake.
Hey, you know Jake's looking for you, Sam.
Thanks, Kevin.
This is it, guys. We're pretty sure the treasure is in this big concrete yard gnome. The only one we couldn't move.
Hey, I think I got a hammer in my truck.
Don't worry, I got my own.
We found the treasure sealed inside a plastic tube buried underneath the yard gnome. Unfortunately, we didn't see it until after Rico had already knocked King Oliver's head off with a hammer. I like to think the reign of the yard gnomes that had started when we were 11 years old ended that night. Buddy overcame his minute homunculosophobia, and his therapist eventually wrote a sequel to his bestseller. Sealed inside the tube was a picture. Dear kids, if you're reading this note, then you found all the clues and you know where all the yard gnomes came from all those years ago. I'm sorry we never got to finish the treasure hunt back then, but I got hurt defending my high school friend David from some bullies. I know the 6 of you understand that kind of friendship. Go big or go home, Coach J.
We still don't know where the yard gnomes on our stoops came from this morning.
I did it. It was the coach's last wish. He wanted you to be there, and he was my best friend.
Oh, Dave, that's so sweet. I always thought you didn't like us.
I didn't do it for you, little missy. I did it for him. I never liked you kids.
All right, we're done here.